Earlier this week, legislators unveiled a plan to target the gun industry through private lawsuits. The proposed legislation would allow gun violence survivors, other citizens, to sue gun manufacturers and dealers.
And joining us to talk about this is legal analyst Wendy Patrick. Wendy, it's always so good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning to both of you. It's always a pleasure.
Well, let's talk about how this bill came to be, because from our understanding, it stemmed from the Texas abortion law.
Well, it's an interesting distinction that we have to make here, because we had Democratic lawmakers this week float a bill that was modeled on New York, not Texas. Remember last month, Governor Newsom in December basically said, look, what's good in Texas rationally should be good here. In other words, letting private citizens file lawsuits. However, lawmakers apparently had a different bill in the works since last July. This would be modeled after a New York law which does try to hold gun manufacturers liable for gun deaths, but that's if you have misconduct. So negligence, recklessness, this type of thing. And that they believe would be more likely to pass, given that New York already passed it, than this legislative prototype that was discussed last month by the governor that would be based on the Texas law.
So I know there's a lot floating around about this already as far as legal challenges that it's expected to face. Do you see this going all the way up the chain like the Texas law?
Well, I think this is a little bit different, because remember, it's not a new idea to try to share the blame for who should be liable in terms of gun violence, and especially when you have, whether it's injury or death due to school shootings or any other kind of mass shootings. But here's the difference. So the New York law was really designed to try to close a federal loophole. Federally, there's a lot of, I don't want to say immunity, because it's not exactly immunity, but there's protection for gun manufacturers. Not all the time, but in lots of different types of cases. So the legislators here in California were saying, well, we don't have that kind of protection for different kinds of lawsuits. I mean, you can sue medical professionals, legal professionals, other people that manufacture product. Why should gun manufacturers have any type of special protection? So it's really modeled a little bit differently than simply saying, look, let's give the power to the people like they did in Texas, and allow them to be able to bring certain types of lawsuits. If you really sort of narrow it to where there's misconduct, there's recklessness, there's negligence, maybe this law will have a better chance of passing.
And Wendy, critics say that this is an angry effort on the governor's part to put gun manufacturers out of business after the assault weapons ban was overturned. Do you agree with that?
Well, I think that that's an argument that is really going to have to be shored up, because you're looking at misuse of a lawful product, because we have the Second Amendment. So manufacturing guns is not the problem. It's how do we then ensure they don't end up in the wrong hands? How do we make sure they're not used by the wrong people or in the wrong ways or sold in a fashion that disregards state and local laws? So this bill, I would expect, will go through a variety of changes as it evolves, as it moves through the process. And the final version, hope you have me on to discuss that, it may not look like it looks today. It may be tailored to have a much better chance of passing.
Okay. Yeah, we've seen that so many times as it has an evolution, as it makes its way through the food chain, as it were. Wendy Patrick, legal analyst, thank you so much for being with us. Always great to have your insights.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me.